All right, YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. We got Sunday NBA action. We're a little bit later when it comes to posting today. We just got back. You guys know I had a car video yesterday, getting the content out how we can, but we just got back here and jumped right into these plays. Only 7 games on the NBA slate today to jump into. We'll go through each and every game. I'll give you where my head's at, give you what my lean is, but make sure to keep an eye on the pinned comment for any of my final plays. And because we're a little late and scrambling with today's video, make sure to keep an eye on the community tab today on our channel. That's where we're going to be posting any player prop additions. We might be going that route moving forward as well, putting player props there as well. So make sure to keep an eye on that as well. All you have to do to go to the community tab is go to our channel, whether you're on your phone or your computer, and head over to the tab at the top that says community, and you'll find all of our posts. That's also where we're posting our prize pick parlay of the day, which we are plus money on this season, guys. If you want to try out prize picks, link in the description to check it out. But yeah, let's get into the first play of the day here. We got Portland traveling to Los Angeles. I know this is kind of short timed here. I think this game kicks off at the time we're recording in about 3.5 hours, so by the time you're seeing it, probably only a couple hours left before this game, but at least we are getting the video out before this game. But we're gonna see the Lakers here, -3.5 at home. 226 is the total. Portland 2-0 on the year, 2-0 against the spread, and then the Lakers 0-2 on the year, 0-2 against the spread. It's kind of wild seeing that. It's kind of wild seeing those two teams, you know, LeBron James and the Lakers, and I guess the Blazers, you know, almost in 2 different roles here. But Portland getting a win over Phoenix a couple nights ago here. Lakers last game was against the Clippers. They lose by 6. I think that this is a bounce back spot for the Lakers. Anthony Davis is probable. That's the only big injury to note here. And then no major injuries on Portland's side of things. I think the Lakers bounce back here. I like -3.5. Because this game is kicking off in just a little while, I'll say that this is going to be a final play, so you don't need to check the pinned comment for this one or anything like that. And as of right now, I don't have any player props that I have close to locking in on this game, but keep an eye on that community tab as well for any player prop additions. We also throw them in the Discord as well. You can find that link in the description. But the play here is going to be Lakers -3.5, solely because, like, the numbers don't say this, right? The Blazers somehow are playing better basketball than the Lakers. But I just think that this is a bounce back spot. Home game, Sunday, midday. You know, it's going to be 12:30 on the West Coast when this tips off. Lakers bounce back here at -3.5. Next up, we got the Hawks, 10-point favorites against the Charlotte Hornets here at home. Total is 228.5. Last time out here, Charlotte catches an L to New Orleans. We're on the wrong side of that one. Atlanta gets a win over Orlando. This is just a few nights ago there. I like Charlotte in this one. I think double-digit points is too much to give a team like Charlotte that can get pretty hot. Now, the reason I think that this is probably a 10-point spread here is because Terry Rozier downgraded to doubtful, and Cody Martin also downgraded to doubtful. So 2 guys that do give Charlotte minutes, Rozier especially, looking like they're going to be out. And as we know, LaMelo Ball is out as well. Bogdanovic still out for the Hawks. I'm going to go with Charlotte +10 in this one. It's tough without Terry Rozier, but I do think that's still a lot of points to give a team like Charlotte. Atlanta is 2-0 on the season, has not lost against the spread, 1-0-1 against the spread. Charlotte is 1-1 straight up and 1-1 against the spread as well. I still think that, you know, anything can happen on a Sunday. It's a weird time, 5 p.m. I think the 10 points is a lot. It is a lean as of right now, so keep an eye on the pinned comment to see if that becomes a final play. Next up, Pelicans taking on the Jazz, who are 2-0. 2-0 against the spread as well. Both these teams have the same straight up and against the spread records. I just think that the Pelicans are a far better team than the Jazz. I'm kind of surprised that the Jazz has gone out there and beat Denver and then beat Minnesota. Now, I will say opening night for the Jazz, we had the Jazz. I was like, I think that, you know, +8.5 is too much to give a team at home opening night. I never would have thought that they would go out there and win that game by 21 points. And then they go and beat the Timberwolves a couple nights ago, but I think it was like 8 points, 6 points, something like that. The Pelicans also have a couple impressive wins under their belt. Opening night beating Brooklyn and then controlling that game a couple nights ago against Charlotte. I am going to lean Pelicans in this one. This is similar to the Lakers taking on the Blazers. Like, I don't think that the Jazz Jazz, this undefeated against the spread, undefeated straight up, is sustainable. So I'm almost fading the Jazz in this one, and I do like the Pelicans. In terms of injuries, the Pelicans are looking at a questionable Jackson Hayes here, and then Azubuike is downgraded to out for Minnesota. For Utah, but I am going to go Pelicans here, -8.5. Cavaliers 3.5-point favorites here, taking on Washington. 216.5 is the total. I do peek at the over in this one, for no specific reason other than the fact that the Cavs have been able to put up points so far this year. In 2 games, they scored 105, let up 108 there as well, but then scored 128 against Chicago. Then the Wizards, 114 opening night. They only scored 102 their second game, also against Chicago. But I think that these are 2 teams that Vegas doesn't really know what to make of this total, so they marked it pretty low just based on, they're only 1 for 2 in terms of high scoring outages here. But I do like the over 216.5. I would lean Cleveland -3.5, but for whatever reason, I feel like this could be somewhat of a trap game where, Cleveland looked pretty good. Even opening night, they looked like they had some potential to win that game against Toronto, and then they go around and smack Chicago last night. They are on the back-to-back here, but I'm going to lean the over here, 216.5. Guys, before we get into the next 3 games, or the last 3 games of slate, I want to talk to you a little bit about Sportsline. Sportsline is an amazing tool when it comes to predicting sports outcomes and using it for your sports betting research. Sportsline simulates each and every game 10,000 times. 10,000 times, so you can start your research on the right foot. You get the computer data driven information. You don't have to you can take the emotion out of it. You don't have to worry about your emotions. They also have Vegas experts on the site as well, and projected box scores. So some awesome tools over there. Each and every game 10,000 times. NFL, NBA, NHL, MLB, golf. They got every sport. NCAA football, they got every sport over there, and they're simulating each and every game and giving you projections on the game. It's an amazing tool to use, keyword tool. Don't just tail anything blindly because it's a computer data driven tool or anything like. No, use that. Use it to your advantage. Check out Sportsline. Link in the description. You can get 3 months, a quarter of the year. Yeah, 3 months, $4.99 using our link in the description, and the promo code will pop up on your screen. You have 3 packages. I think that best value is going to be the quarter of the year, the 3 months for $4.99. Definitely go check out Sportsline. But let's move on here. We got the rest of the slate to get into. We got Minnesota taking on OKC. And we already saw these teams play on October 19th. So just, 4 days ago, their opening night. And OKC actually stuck with Minnesota. The line closed at +11, and OKC wins 115-108. Right now, we got Minnesota on the road, 8.5-point favorites against OKC. And I think that this is where the revenge comes in. Minnesota is yet to cover this season. OKC is 2-0 this season against the spread. I think Minnesota takes this one. And don't forget last year, and even, years before that, we love the Thunder against the spread. We call them the rumbling, covering Thunder. I just think that this Sunday night spot here is a Minnesota game. So I'm going to go Minnesota -8.5 as the lean. Guys, keep an eye, again, I say it a million times a video, I know I sound like a broken record. Keep an eye on the pinned comment, and then also check out the community tabs for any player props that we roll with. We'll do a really good job, at least if I say so myself, we'll do a really good job of adding why we're doing that and giving you the research that backs it. So make sure to check that out. Excuse me. Warriors, 9.5-point favorites at home over the Kings. Kings coming off of a loss last night, right? Lost by 2 to the Clippers. Yep. Warriors 9.5 is a lot to ask for here, but I think coming off of a loss 2 nights ago to Denver, they come out a little bit fired up. So I like the, having to win by 10 points here. I'm going to go Golden State -9.5. 231.5 is a total I'm not messing with. For whatever reason, this could go super low, but I could also see this being a 250 type ending number game. So we're sticking away from that. Last game on the board, we got a little bit of a pick'em. We got the Clippers at home against the Suns here. The Suns 1-1 on the season, 0-2 against the spread. Clippers 2-0 on the season, 1-1 against the spread. They did, like I just said, beat Sacramento by 2 last night. And I've seen plenty of people on LA, a lot of predictions as well, say LA wins this game. I think that Phoenix does actually pull this one out, so I'm gonna lean Phoenix in this one. I'm looking into it. Jay Crowder looks like he is coming back. So that's going to be a big help defensively and somewhat offensively for the Phoenix Suns. I think that they actually pull this one out. So I'm going to lean Phoenix here with the win. And the total's 219. I also take a peek at the over, see if that one becomes a final play. Check out the pinned comment. But that is all I have for you guys today. Hopefully we bounce back. We had a 1-2 night last night, hoping to bounce back from that. But thank you guys so much for all the support on these videos. We're gonna get back to the ride of the day pretty soon. We will get back to that. We're still feeling everything out. We got so much going on the channel right now, and it really excites me and motivates me each and every day. So I'm very excited for that. But I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.